I am packing up and getting ready to leave my hotel in DC and taking the train or quick Uber to where the van is to pick that up and head over to the expo that's happening. I'm super excited because it's like full of like classes. It's not just like a whole bunch of vendors or anything. It's actually educational. So like I'm taking like planning your finances. What does power look like? Like how can you power your van? Do you want gas, diesel, or solar? And all of like so many different classes, like how to tie knots and so I'm just like really excited to go to my first van expo. I almost like never use hotel lotion, but especially on my face, but I'm feeling super dry right now. Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, I saw my first black person, so I won't be the only person of color here. So I just checked in at the tent behind me, got my parking pass, and I'm heading back to the van to see where I'm gonna be parked and camping at for the weekend. Hello. No.
Okay, so you can just follow all those locals.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Wow, this is close quarters coming up here. It's everyone on top of each other, huh? All right, parked the van. And I made it on time, like 1:45. And the next sessions, every session's about 50 minutes long, every hour on the hour. So I am running to a session. I'm torn between traveling with a purpose and a class that teaches knots. I should learn knots. I mean, but I have so many friends that know knots, and like my mom knows knots. So I think I might just do traveling with a purpose and then take a knot class later, or hopefully one of my friends or family can teach me knots. I love it. People got like full-on setups, tents on top of Jeeps. I wonder what those setups are. Looking almost like walks from Thailand. Like, not walks, but.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Is there any one country that, in your opinion, is more susceptible to this kind of openness to have a stranger come in and help, or is it universally?
It's not uncommon. It's just been like, again, same sort of thing. Somebody comes up to you like, oh, hey, you need help? I'm fine. Like, I'm good, right? Like, the notion of where I live and where they live, and that somehow he came into this village and was talking to the women that were going down to the well, and they were filling up buckets, and then they were walking these buckets up this massive hill. And he was talking to them, and he was like, hey, like, I've got a system, like, we can pull this up, we can have a piping system that takes it right up there, and like, you can get it pumped into all of your homes and everything. It's like super easy, super fast, because that's what he's used to. Right? Like, he's used to turn on the tap, getting water. And the woman said, I work all day. During this time, I walk down there with my kids to fill up these buckets, and my kids and I walk them back up. She's like, that's our time when we're away from their father and we're both working together. And you're just like, oh my God, you know, like, just, it would never occur to you, because like, yeah, we're all really comfortable with our tap water and our indoor plumbing. She doesn't want it. The women in that village don't want it. Like, this is their time to be able to do something, work with their kids, and have this established hard work. You know, like I watched her going up the hill, and I was like, no way am I going to do that. Like I'll starve to death. That if you go with it to the right mentality and know that like what you think should happen and what they want to happen can be completely opposite things, and be okay with that.
Finished my first class, How to Travel with a Purpose, with Chad Christensen of Gone Be Good. Oh no, look below, I'll have it there. And I really liked it. A lot of times people talk about doing good for communities when they travel and everything, but actually don't realize that they can cause more harm than good. And the way he framed things a lot with like, you cannot have judgment. Like, don't go there saying, oh, why is this so messy like this? How can you live like this? He says, it's not your home. He says, you wouldn't like it if someone came into your home and asked you why about this or that. Don't do it with them. Another thing he like specifically said as well, he was like, you just have to realize like what you think should be done isn't what the community like says that needs to be done. And he says, you know, especially big charities can run into that where they get so large, they start to think that they know better. And you can't, he says, you know, he was very clear on making sure that you listen to the community and doing what they want, not what you think they should have or need. And so yeah, I appreciate it. My first class down. I am now heading to how to plan your epic journey with a couple who just did, I think, 6 months throughout the country. So yeah, on to class 2.
Have filtered cold water from the tap. So it's a fairly simple system. It just requires 3 three-way valves.
Okay.
And a couple of quick connects, which is what I have there, and then a couple of taps.
Just did like 3 different classes. I for like one session I did half of one and half of another. I did planning your epic journey, which was really cool. Kind of got into map talking and just, you know, having goals, loose plans and everything. Different map programs, so not just Google Maps, but Gaia, GPS and others. And then I went to water filtration systems, which that was super cool, with Graham Jackson, I believe. I had no idea that so one of the best things to kill viruses is chlorine, and you can get chlorine from bleach. So with like 5 gallons you can put 1/3 of a tablespoon of bleach, shake it around for a little bit, and it makes it clean water. Like literally, he was like, you get water from a well with a dead camel in it. You grab 5 gallons, you put 1/3 of bleach in it. All right, now not verbatim, please don't do this at home. This is not actual advice, but just saying that like how you can clean water. And then I went to cybersecurity for, you know, road warriors and how to make sure that you try to stay safe and keep your information safe. So definitely went past its session by like half an hour. There's like what they have called is like a happy hour now, and so even though they're still going with the cybersecurity, I'm like, I'm going for a drink for the happy hour. So that's where we're going. Oh my God. And food. I'm so hungry. Does that say tacos? Wow. Those were kind of a little pricey. Was craving some birria tacos. Thank you so much. That's the 3rd compliment I got on these shorts. Didn't take a picture while I was pretty, but this is the chili.
We are the charitable arm of the Overland Expo, and what we do is we provide scholarships for people to get introduced into overlanding for the first time. There's a grant program where you can apply for, and then if we approve you, you guys can choose the expo of your choice. We give you a weekend pass. We give you all the classes that you want. You can do the driving course. It's a really awesome way to get introduced into overlanding.
So far, so good. First day of the Overland East Expo. Just ended with the happy hour, followed by a big raffle that they had with so many cool prizes that were donated from a lot of the different exhibitors. And one of them, like Expedition trailers like donated the most, so it was like pretty cool. A lot of cool gifts. Met this really cool kid. John is his name. He just started this lifestyle. I think he finally said he saved up enough and was able to quit like come May. He hiked like 100 miles through the Appalachian Trail to get here. Shared his raffle tickets with me. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything. Yeah, I am back in the van now. Almost couldn't find it actually because I literally just parked and like parked, put on shorts, and went straight to the learning area. And so it was all bright, and there's like 4 different like camp areas, and I'm like, oh shit, where did I park? So I was coming back, and I actually got really nervous. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I found it. Now I am about to just do some yoga. Like, I am starting this tantric yoga goddess exploration for 3 months. So I'm about to start my first, I think it's like 3 yoga practices a week, where we learn about 10 different yoga goddesses. So I am about to prepare to do that before I go to bed. All right, it's time for bed. And how am I gonna turn these couches into beds? This is how. Boom. Boom.